Virginia Beach, where we provide pitch practice for entrepreneurs. And we're run by organizers that are volunteers supported by the Kauffman Foundation in Kansas City, Missouri. We're the 73rd community of, how many is it now? 167. Wow, we've really grown a lot in the last year. So first thing we like to do is ask if, is anybody here for the first time? Please think about signing up on our sheet back where we just keep your email. All we do is just let you know each week who's coming up so you can remember to come back. And please be an evangelist for 1 Million Cups, because we're always looking for businesses that want to grow, and we're here to help them grow by giving them good feedback. We have a 6-minute pitch, and then afterwards the audience has an opportunity to ask questions and make suggestions, and it's really a beautiful thing. So one thing I always like to ask is, do we have any events coming up this week that people might want to attend? Next week. Come on, is everything already done? I know we had State of the Startup last week, so any other announcements that people need to make? Anything's happening? This is I think this might be our first announcement-free week. Oh, I have one. I have one. We're meeting at Strom Entrepreneurial Center on February 21st. Our event is going to be held at Old Dominion University, where we have student entrepreneurs who are pitching their businesses. So we give them an opportunity once a semester, because they don't always have transportation to come out here. So on the 21st of February, and I'll be reminding you this the next few weeks to come, that we'll be meeting at Old Dominion and SEC Strom Entrepreneurial Center. And on the list, we will send you a parking pass. You don't have to worry about parking in those pesky little tickets that kind of show up when you're at Old Dominion. J.R., yes.
Yeah, just a quick reminder to buy monthly 757 pitch competition. Always taking entrance. I think the next one's going to be at 1701 on March. What's the date? March 20th. March 20th. But basically, we pick 5 teams out of the database. We maintain the applications in the database for a year. We'll pick 5 teams out of there. Each team gets 7 minutes. The winner gets $757, plus we take them into the Tempo program over at ODU to see if we can create and validate a good business model for them for going forward. So,
Awesome, awesome.
757pitch.org is the site.
Startup night's at 1701 next Thursday.
Oh, next Thursday.
Yeah.
Next Thursday night, 1701 Virginia Beach. I knew we had some announcement. We just had to kind of wake up a little bit here. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to introduce our new business today, BitTrainer. We've got Nia Mason and Bevan Moore, and I'll give you the 1-minute warning when we get down to the close to 6 minutes.
Sure.
Take it away.
We gotta do a little bit of announcement to say who we are first. We are from Hashdev, and it's a social media platform. We came here in August, and when we first launched Hashdev. And so far, we are in over 100 countries, and we have over 3,000 monthly active users with a 40% uptick this month in user growth. Over 70 countries alone has logged on to our platform this month. Last month it was 60, and we're rapidly increasing. We went from 1 server to 32 servers. So, so we took a little break from that after everything kind of mellowed out, and we created BitTrainer. We've been playing in the Bitcoin space for quite some time now, and we feel like a lot of people don't know about it or don't know how to get into it, and they don't want to waste your money because there's a lot of rhetoric about if it has value, if it doesn't have value, what are we going to do. But if it does explode and take off, where are you sitting? Are you going to still be on the fence, or are you going to be playing in the space at that time to understand it a little bit more so you can start making some money? So today, our CTO, Nia Mason, is going to briefly describe what it is, and we can go from there.
Hi guys, good morning. Thanks for being here. This is an app that we actually took a brief break from our social media platform, like he said, and started building in December. And it's because I'm sure all of you guys have been hearing about Bitcoin and the price of Bitcoin and all this stuff in cryptocurrency. But we know how long it took us to completely understand the market and how difficult it is, how risky it is. A lot of people that are trying to get involved and learn how to trade and understand Bitcoin and stuff, it's very difficult and it's very easy to lose money. So we decided to create something that actually allows you to practice trading Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies with the real-time data. This, as you can see on the screenshots, you see the time up there? Those are screenshots from my phone. It took me about a minute to switch screens. That's one of the most popular trading platforms. That's the current price. This is our platform. You're actually going to be able to trade on our platform with the credit that we provide you. Not your real money, but you will be using the real-time prices. When you first sign up with our app, we're going to give you a credit balance that will be replacing your real-world money. Once you get that balance, it's basically like using your real money. If you lose it, you're gone broke. All right? You got to get some more credits. There's different ways to earn credits. I'll get into that. But it'll give you the opportunity to actually practice, understand the market, understand how the market works, and you know, make judgments on when you should buy, when you should sell, and how all of that stuff works. This is going to be this is the first and the main screen of the platform. Is the actual trading screen. When you come to our trading screen, you'll see the price of whatever cryptocurrency you choose to trade, and you'll be able to put in the amount you want to spend. So you want to spend $100. Then it will show you the fees that are associated with it, because every platform has a fee for every transaction. It's usually a small fee in comparison, but they all have fees, and that's something you need to be aware of, because if you're trading $10,000 at a time, then you know that's a couple $100. It'll show your sum, and then you'll make the purchase. Once you've made a purchase and you have a cryptocurrency now, when you come down here, it'll be very easy to just hit the sell button, and that'll populate the page back for a sell option when you decide to sell, when the price has gone up and you've made some money. Next slide here is our leaderboard. Now, one of the visions we have for BitTrainer is for companies that actually work in this space, you know, cryptocurrency investors and things like that, will be able to have their employees on the leaderboard. Everybody will be on the leaderboard, but we envision companies using this as a way to say, well, you know, we have a guy that's #1 on the leaderboard. Since he's been trading on BitTrainer, this is the amount of money he's made in a year. Imagine if he was actually investing your money, what he could do for you. We already have a company that is interested in this and ready to get on board and have their employees start using it for that purpose. This is going to be your sidebar that you use for navigation. As you can see, we also have, while we have all the screens, more will be coming, but we also have a shortcut screen. This will be customizable, so you can easily switch through and jump to whatever screens you find important, because as time goes on, we will have other options that we're adding in on the side here for you to use. This is going to be your wallet. This will show your overall usage on the platform, how much money you've made, how much money you've lost. You'll also be able to switch through and see it by month, you know, to figure out what you did in December, what you did in November. It'll show all your transaction history. Oh, I gotta add the arrows there for that. Then, this is a very important area that, there's a lot of apps that do this. So if you're gonna be doing a cryptocurrency app, you want something like this. This is your watch list. Your watch list is actually gonna let you put up the cryptocurrencies that you are interested in, the ones you're paying attention to, because now there are hundreds of them. And you'll easily be able to come to this screen and get a quick overview of where they're at. Did you have a question? Yeah. Oh, okay. I gotta go fast then. So, you know, you'll be able to add them by selecting your currency, the currency you trade in, which cryptocurrency you want to use, and which exchange it's gonna be on. This is a global market page that will show all of the currencies that are available and where they're at, the current prices for them, the amount traded within a 24-hour period. We'll also have a converter that lets you compare each cryptocurrency. If I have one Bitcoin, how much Ethereum is that? If you decide you want to switch over to another currency, that looks like it's going up. And this is the monetization section.
Yeah, so we
I'll
built
run through this.
the game for the monetization section. That's one of the things. We have an in-app store where you can make purchases. So if you want to replenish your credit very quickly without having to play the game, you can just go to the app store and buy credits to continue. So here is the screen where you can go. You can select $1 equals basically the value of a Bitcoin, which is about 10,000. So you can just do that very easily. We also have data mining and exchange platform subscriptions. And we're going to be running ads in the screen for basically at the bottom of the game. So at the bottom of the game, you'll be running ads. We'll be running ads, and also we'll do data mine and sell subscriptions as well. So what I mean by subscriptions is that we only added 3 platforms right now, exchange platforms. GDAX is one of them, and we left out top of the line ones, some like Kraken and Poloniex. So if exchanges, new exchanges want to come on board and get their brand out, they can basically come to us and we can basically put them on our platform at a monthly subscription price. So we have 4 different ways we're going to be able to monetize this platform.
And these are just some of the other features that will be coming. Like you said, more exchanges and currencies. We will have a simple knowledge base for people to go in there and learn about cryptocurrency, the blockchain, everything related to that. It will have an easy quiz section so you can kind of stay up to date, challenge yourself a bit and make sure you understand that stuff. We'll be adding a live chat room and a forum so, people can communicate and get other people's opinion that are in this space. And we got a lot more features that are going to be coming. So,
And that is it.
and that's it.
I have a question about you guys' background. You just mentioned the social media platform you guys had, you took a break from it. The question is, why did you take a break from it and how did you guys get into this?
Well, okay, so when we say a break, the platform is in beta, and every day, and that's with any social media platform, it's an ongoing process to add new features and fix bugs and things like that. We just slowed down on that for a bit just to get this out because we feel like right now is the time to get it out. We can't wait until next year when everyone is familiar or someone else comes out with the idea. I feel like every single day Bitcoin is in the news right now, cryptocurrency in the news, so we felt like this was the time we had to do it.
And then we do have a team as well. We do have another team that's actually working on Hashtiv, but our main engineers are actually on BitTrainer. So we haven't completely abandoned it. We have other engineers that's currently working on it, but our main talent is the one we're using to create this platform.
Give you a quick idea, like I said, it took him 30 days to put together what you've seen here. All right, you don't put apps together that fast. He's amazing. But
What type of IT security for anti-hacking do you have in the system? Because Japan just lost $240 million a couple days ago.
yeah, we're going to use the standard securities that everyone uses. But the thing about this is you're using credit, not your real money. So no one really has an incentive to hack you.
Yeah.
There's nothing to steal.
There's nothing to steal.
It's just a simulation.
Will you actually be able to buy something with something physical with
Practice.
it? Oh, it's strictly a game.
Think of it like a game,
Oh.
but it'll be using the real world data and keeping that history.
Oh, wow.
So like a portfolio, like a resume.
Okay, is it live?
Yes, yes,
So we go for BitTrainer, we break down.
yes.
Are you, well, congratulations, this is I think it's a really cool idea. This is neat. And I'm just looking, because this has applications, once the other exchanges, the big dogs get in, this is a real nice thing to acquire, to bring into their trading before.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's an in strategy, really.
We know.
What have you done to validate the value proposition with the guys who are gonna pay for the various things you've got in your revenue model?
Well, we've already, like I said, we've already spoken to some companies that are in this space.
Brokerage
And
firms.
they've agreed that they like everything and it looks good to them and they want to get on board.
Any
So-
discussion with anybody associated with the exchanges? If that's a big part of this?
Not the exchanges directly, not yet.
With brokerage.
Right, that.
Yeah, cryptocurrency brokerage, yeah.
Right, the exchanges, we feel like that'll come once we are live and out there and they see what's going on. Then we can say, hey guys, this is an opportunity for you to get on board here.
And kind of one last one, what's in your revenue model, what's your primary revenue stream?
You can't really pick a primary. You know, it's all, most ads that are free use, most apps that are free use an ad-based system, so we have that in the game. It's a simple clicker game. That's what's out now. Instead of having ads pop up, and you know, everyone knows how annoying that is. This is something that you can do passively if you want to get some more credits quickly, or you can go and buy right away if you're a business or something like that, and you just, you know, want your guys on there training and learning the platform. And like I said, we have the other two streams.
So Hashtag, you guys did an ICO, right?
Yeah.
Did you raise capital?
It didn't work out as well as we wanted it to,
Yeah.
but a large part of that is because, you know, there was a lot of skepticism with the ICOs. A lot of people don't understand it, things like that. It's kind of hard to get out there. The ones that do big, they spend thousands of dollars to advertise and get on the main pages like CoinMarketCap and things like that. They charge a minimum of $2,500 for a banner on the page, and it goes up depending on the size and stuff like that. We didn't feel like we wanted to do that. A large
So
part
did
of our
you return the money? I mean, you took an investment
No.
on an ICO.
Our ICO is not going to close because our Hashtag platform is going to have cryptocurrency incorporated. We are going to have that cryptocurrency on the platform for people to be able to acquire and use. But I can get into more details. I can explain it more to you afterwards. You know, we want to kind of focus on the big trainer for here. Yeah.
You get people involved in using the app. What are your plans for those users? I mean, are you gonna monetize them after they, just have fun doing their trade? Do you have more plans on how to monetize the users?
Yes, and that is our data sale. So there's a lot of platforms and a lot of central banks that wants to get into this stuff right now, like JP Morgan and Chase, Barclay, and other banks and stuff like that. But they're going to need data to tell them what people are buying into the most, what people are using the most, what currency they like the most. So that's one of our monetizations that we're going to be doing, is data mining what pertains to the users directly.
Can you also white label the app so that JP Morgan can put their logo on it and say, here, our people can use our app that does such and such, and it looks like a JP Morgan app?
No.
Yeah, that's not something. This is going to be our app. If our app goes into, as the value goes up, we're not going to want them to take ownership of it. It's going to have other exchanges on there. We do that. We're kind of isolating the other exchanges if we do something like that.
Okay, it's kind of
It's for all of
licensing
the
type of
exchanges,
thing.
yeah, to get on there. Yeah.
Like Mr. Beautiful always likes to license things.
Yeah, so I see it's great as far as the real-time data, let people practice trading, but have you thought of putting anything there to actually give them advice of like when to buy or sell based on news or events? Like right now, it looks like they're just trading, but we're making it valuable, like giving maybe some pointers, like based on what China does or some different news that affects supply and demand, it might be bullish or bearish signal. If you looked at putting some fundamental things and news and things to give people ideas to help them trade profitably.
Yeah, we plan on having a news feed in there, but of course, we're not going to give people advice on what to do. In the cryptocurrency world, you really have to make your own decision. Or like we said, that will be the job for the investors that are gonna be using the platform and their customers on how, when they invest their money. Cryptocurrency takes some, you gotta understand it and you gotta make your judgment on when to buy and sell. So we definitely don't wanna do that. We just wanna give people all the tools so they can make the best decision.
So there are games like this. I guess fantasy football is something like that. I assume you are not really investing in the real team, so it's just virtual. But when it's like that, do you think that you are going to get real data? Because me putting $10,000 in one stock or Bitcoin, or me putting $1 in a Bitcoin, I'm going to act differently. So do you have any research about how people are going to behave? Because like I can win here because I can play risky, and I can win big in 2 months, and I say, okay, well, this is the data that I get. People invest in this. But in real life, do you think that it's going to be real like that?
Well, that's going to be part of the learning process. Yeah, we're sure because it's credits, people are going to jump in there and go, I'll throw 5,000 out there. You wouldn't do that in real life when you get on there. So you learn here, you make the mistakes, you earn more credits or buy more credits. And then once you learn and you understand and you decide to trade in the real world, you'll know when to make the best decision. Because some currencies, it's not worth touching unless you're going to put down $5,000 or $10,000. You can actually earn money. I started with like $20 and earned from there and built up. You can earn with a small amount. You just got to make the right decisions.
Correct.
So to build on Professor Cohen's question, understanding that this is a technical platform that teaches you what cryptocurrency is, what blockchain is there a part of this app that teaches you technical trading, like what brings moving averages into account, the volume?
Depth charts.
Yeah, that'll be part of the screen here. Like the depth charts and stuff like that. It'll be in the knowledge base and things like that. We'll go over the whole trading process and what all of those different areas. A part of it is all of the exchanges, because a lot of them are foreign too. They use different terms for the same thing, and it can be confusing. And you can learn to trade on one platform. You go to the other platform, and you don't know what the options are. So we're gonna, in the knowledge base, we'll have all of that stuff so you can understand it across the board. We'll have the examples of what's used on all the platforms, the different terms and things like that.
And it'll give you an opportunity to trade based on real-time data.
It's always using real-time data. When you open it and you select a cryptocurrency, the price that it's showing you is what it is right now, what it is at that time live. So it'll always be that.
What do you have that's proprietary that means that you guys could own this market compared to people that already have practice stock trading platforms that could just incorporate this into their practice stock trading platforms?
Well, I mean, we of course have filed the patents and stuff for our brand and things like that. As far as stopping them from incorporating this, we probably couldn't do something like that, but we've looked. And there are two other apps on the marketplace right now that are called simulators. I know cryptocurrency, and I don't understand those apps. One of them looks like a cartoon, really looks like a cartoon game with people actually mining, and it doesn't make any sense. And the other one is just not understandable. I don't understand anything that's going on in it. And that's what we feel like it is. We feel like we've created something that's more realistic. It matches the field and the exchange platforms a lot better. This is actually, I was going to put it in, but I kind of left it out. One of the first apps that we were going to build, we were calling it QuickCoin. And it was pretty much this. It had fewer features because some of that stuff wasn't relevant back then. It wasn't out. There wasn't hundreds of different cryptocurrencies and stuff like that. But that was the first, one of the first apps that we had laid out. Actually, I think I have the pictures yet. I did put the pictures here. Let me see. Yep. This is like one of the screens for QuickCoin. And this was back in 2011.
It's a long time ago. Yeah.
2011
Yeah.
or 2012 when we started this layout. But at the time, we didn't have the talent that we have now. So, and the resources and all of that stuff to actually put it together. So we couldn't really pull it off. So we ended up going with Hashtip. We're pretty sure that after all this time, no one's put it together yet, no one's done it yet. We doubt that anyone is going to be able to do it since we're ahead and we're doing it now. If they come second, then we still are ahead of the game.
Yeah, from a business pitch standpoint, you guys spend about 90 to 95% of your time on the tech, which is really kind of cool and wonderful. But you're kind of short on the monetization and how you're going to get to that point where it's monetized. So from look at our great new app, great presentation. From a business presentation, you got to hit a lot more about where's the money going to come through, what's your path to revenue, how's that all going to happen, how you're going to implement it.
Well, we already have that already. We've already discussed a lot of that stuff. And our
But
monetization.
You're making a business presentation, so just feedback.
The monetization is already in there.
It's already done.
To give you guys an example, how many of you guys know Flappy Birds? Anybody familiar with Flappy Birds? You guys, the young guys know. All right? Flappy Birds is a very, very silly app where you just tap the screen and a bird floats up, you stop tapping and he goes down. The guy that invented that app, he invented a couple other apps. All right? And when he launched that app was making him $60,000 a day based off when you crash your bird. If you want to continue flying, you have to have some coins. And you got to buy those coins with real money.
No doubt whatsoever, there's a buttload of applications like that out there.
Right,
When it's
so-
a business presentation, you've got to hit more about where the money's coming from and what your path to revenue is.
Fair enough.
Take it for
6
what's worth.
minutes, we wanted to get through the whole app, like we wanted to get through and get as much. But we have the monetization in there.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
We
explain
do
it.
have the in-app. We do have the in-app purchases that you can make
Yeah.
right away.
Mhm.
And also, when you play the in-app game, there's
Yeah.
ads running at the bottom of the screen, which is already there. So we will be making money right out the gate. This is not something that we have to sit on and think of a path of revenue, because we already have a revenue stream that's going to be instant the day the app is launched.
You guys
Which
said
is-
the app is live?
Yeah.
How
yeah.
are we doing?
No, well, right now we're just waiting on, it's already submitted. We're just waiting on the Google and Apple to approve it.
So we can't download it today?
You'll be able to download by the end of the day.
Yes.
It was submitted yesterday. Google usually takes about 48 hours, sometimes more or less, and Apple can take about 72 hours. We're just waiting on them to greenlight it.
And how do you plan to market it once it is in the store?
You said once
How do you
again,
plan to market it and get users to the app?
well, advertising on the cryptocurrency platform, social media, things like that. This is part of the marketing right here. You guys are gonna download it. You guys are
On
gonna
our
refer
social media
people to it,
platform.
You know,
We got tons of
Yeah.
users on our platform.
What's it gonna cost to download?
nothing.
Free.
It's free.
Everything is free. You don't have to pay for anything if you don't want to. If you want to earn credits, you can play the in-app game. So that's the part of the monetization that I was talking about. So you don't have to buy credits from the App Store. You can just go and play the game, and you can earn money, and then you can cash out. And then when you do cash out, there's a one pop-up advertising which you close, and then the money gets updated into your wallet, and then you can continue trading. So you can do this infinitely without having to spend a dime.
But what if you lose the money? Then you have to pay $1 to get 10,000 credits.
You don't have to pay $1. You
Then
can play the in-app game.
You
There's
can
an
play
in-app
the
game,
to earn
Okay.
credits.
yeah,
Yes.
to earn credits. So you don't have
Another
to spend
feature
any
that,
money.
that we're planning on doing, just to keep, you also want to keep users on the app. So we're we're planning on having a 7-day timer, and after 7, if you run out of money, and you're not the type of person to do ads, you're not the type of person to play the game, you don't pay, because some people just don't spend money on apps. If it's not free, they don't use it. We're thinking about having a feature that will alert people when they've got some credit, and we just give them some credit back. They open it, ad will pop up, and then they can go back to using it, to keep users on the platform. So people don't just run out of credits and go, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know, you get an
Okay.
alert in a few days, you're back on. You're gonna open it and see, oh, I got some more credits? Yeah, I'll try it again. You
So
know?
push notifications kind of
Yeah.
thing? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
What is your strategy to reach out to the, this is, you know, the wild frontier, you know, with Bitcoin. It hasn't standardized, it's all over the place, right? I see this as a very useful tool. Frontier. There are influencers out there, they're pumping out books, how to trade Bitcoin, how to do this. Have you reached out to any of those influencers? They're doing their books and say, hey, if you want to practice what I'm training you on, go get this simulator.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't done that yet, but that's something we're definitely gonna do.
Yeah.
We'll be reaching out to the
There's hours
popular,
in that. If they
yeah,
start
places.
recommending your platform as the one to get really.
We have training companies, brokerage companies in DC that's waiting on this right now to train their up and coming potential brokers on this. So, yeah, we've reached out to them already and they've already said yes and they're ready to go.
No, because they haven't developed their own business.
No.
Have you thought about, like partnering or, not necessarily licensing, but like in our school, we use the stock market game, which is pretty much like this. And you trade real world stocks. There's a whole national competition. If your school gets so high, you get to go to the national competition. And they use it in the accounting, econ, finance, and then our college uses the same thing for finance majors. Have you thought about partnering with schools so that they can teach their students or finance majors on how to learn cryptocurrency?
Yeah, we'll be working with that. That's why we work with ODU for that. That's gonna be coming forward. We'll be doing a presentation over at ODU soon. Yeah.
I see very close to 200 Bitcoin apps on the net right now. How's that going, how you distinguish yours and how somebody gonna be able to know to look at for yours specifically?
Well, first, there's way more than 200.
Yeah.
There's a lot more than
As far
that.
as it knows.
But it's about what does the app do? There are a lot of different apps with a lot of different features. There are apps that are exchange portals. There are ones that are just watch lists.
So they're going to have a designated search key to find your
Right,
app.
right,
Yes.
right. Just when they'll search for BitTrainer. The goal is to get the word out there, and then people go looking for the
Yeah,
app.
and then there's keywords and stuff that we
Yeah.
pin in the app store, such as like simulator, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. And the more our app gets downloaded, the more it goes to the top.
Yeah.
So people will be able to, from the time they type in like Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, it shows up right away.
Yeah, the good thing is anyone that's looking for a watch list, because that's probably the first thing people do when they start dealing with cryptocurrency. They look for something with a watch list so that they can pick the ones they want to follow. We have that. Anyone that's looking for an exchange to actually use, an exchange portal, will pop up in that search. They're looking for a converter, will pop up in that. So it's going to show up.
Data-wise, do you have any way of connecting people, so if I come and trade on your platform and I learn to use, right, I get trust in a certain exchange that I've used on your platform, and then I want to go sign up on, that exchange, so say it's Coinbase, and I play with it on your platform, and then I go sign up for Coinbase, is there a way to connect the two and say, hey, I learned it on your platform, and I signed up, whether it's some affiliate link or some way to click through your app to sign up?
That's one of the things that we're going to be basically selling. So if you want
To the
that
exchanges.
to the exchanges.
Yeah.
So if you want that accessibility to our users, you're going to have to pay a subscription for that. That's another part of the monetization as well. Is if these big platforms want to get their brand out, and we already have so many X amount of users that's practicing, they have to pay to be on there when you do select. Because we have a selection. When you do select an exchange, you go from currency to token, and then the exchange that currency is trading on pops up. So they'll be able to be there. That's why we've only launched with 3.
So what are you gonna charge them?
What are we gonna charge them?
Figure that out.
We haven't decided exactly what we're gonna charge
we're
them
still
this yet.
working on what the right
Yeah.
model is. We're
Yeah.
probably going to be in something around the $2,000 a month range or something
Yeah.
like that per exchange.
You used the statement that you guys are the first out there. I just Googled it, and I'm finding 5 or 6 or 7
Simulators?
simulator.
Click it.
Click it.
They don't work.
They don't
All
work.
those sites are down.
Oh, okay.
I already know.
We've
I already
research
know.
already.
I already know. Sites have been expired long time ago.
Do you guys have any interest in identifying individuals that are consistently beating the market and then connecting them with fund managers?
Yeah, because they'll show up on the leaderboard. We want to have that feature where people can communicate. Like you'll have the option in there to be accessible to the public if you want. So, number one, yeah, I want to get in touch with that guy, you know, and contact them. You know, part of it will be in the forum to, you know, communicate and chat with that person. Any more questions?
So this is the first to market play, right? So you really need to go, because I've seen trading platforms that do this. Scott's Trade, a bunch of them do it, just not with cryptocurrencies. I have a Forex trading platform that trades cryptocurrencies, that I can do this on the Forex platform. There's probably nobody in here has access to a Forex platform, but you need customers yesterday, and you need to sign up with an exchange like Robinhood is sitting on 1 million clients right now waiting for them to open. Or they're going after Coinbase because they have cheaper fees. So you need to piggyback off of those guys and get into the market as fast as possible. If not, I mean, there's lots of, Bitcoin's been trading for 8 years. There's other trading platforms like this all over the place. Maybe yours is better, a little bit different, works a little bit better, but you still have to get a distribution model. Because the first day Scott's Trade that has, or Fidelity that has 20 million customers, puts crypto on their market, then you guys are going to have huge competition. Because they already have the customers that are trading cryptos, and trading gold or stocks at one point, they're just trading the next thing.
The difference is they're going up there and trading their real money, which the users we're going for. Huh?
Scott's Trade has a big platform, so does Fidelity Trade, so does
Right,
Marketplace.
but what I'm saying is those guys aren't doing the cryptocurrency. We're focusing on the cryptocurrency side of things, which is what we feel like a lot of people want to learn and get into now.
Yeah, we
don't see it as a competition with
Exactly.
them. You know, they're trading stock and stuff.
They haven't implemented any of these things as yet because everyone is still on the fence with
But
cryptocurrency.
if they do overnight, they already have 20 million customers, they already have an access to those people. What I'm saying is you need to get in and get a client base, because at some point, if the cryptos keep going up and people leave the market and go to cryptos, those guys are gonna eat your lunch because they have 10, 20, 30 million customers, and you guys are starting out. So they already have the customer base. You need to tie to exchanges like Robinhood that's sitting on 1 million people waiting to trade because it's cheaper than Coinbase.
That's possible, but why go with someone who's trading in the stock market area? Why not go with the platforms that actually trade in the cryptocurrency area? And the platforms that like 99 Bitcoins and places like that have people that are trying to learn and are interested in cryptocurrency.
Because I don't think you can sign them up as fast as you can go to like Robinhood. So last night, Robinhood is sitting on 1,065,000 clients, waiting for their exchange to open. They're gonna put a hurt on Coinbase because they have so much lower fees. So if you went to them and said, hey, I can piggyback off your network, you can piggyback off mine. Now you have 1 million clients, you get an immediate 1 million downloads, you get pushed to the top, and you keep piggybacking off them, you get driven to the top.
I mean, that's a good idea. That's something we can explore. Yeah, we just haven't we haven't focused on the
Look at Robinhood,
stock trades.
because they're the newest, and they're actually trading for $0. They're a robot trader online, and that's what a lot of people are trading to.
Yeah, we can look at that.
So listening to him talking about the Fidelities and Merrill Lynch's and all that, if you tie into those, every one of those folks are regulated industries. They all have Series 6, Series 7 financial analysis, and as soon as they get into Bitcoin, they're gonna have a set of regulations and series of certifications that the federal government's gonna approve through the SEC, right? And as I understand, I'm not a Bitcoin guy. As I understand, there's no regulation on the chain trading of Bitcoin. True?
Yeah, you can. It's decentralized.
So to me, it's a completely separate market, just thinking about it as a first cut. And again, I have.
Right, that's the thing.
But hold on.
That's a
You
good
have
point.
BlackRock
That's a very good
now
point.
making statements on it. BlackRock's the biggest fund manager in the world. It won't be long until they're trading derivatives on the crypto markets now, right? They started in December. CME and those guys have started. It's still unregulated. You have the Australian government getting ready to put a cryptocurrency backed by gold on the market. You have lots of people that are getting into the space that already has the customer base. That's all I'm saying is you got to get that customer base onto your platform before these guys come on.
I understand. I'm not saying that we wouldn't do that. That's just, I mean, like I said, we put it together in a month.
Yeah.
We didn't really have the time to go, you know, looking for large partners and stuff like that. We've been focused on getting it built and stuff like that. Now we're ready to start talking to people about things like that, talking to partners and stuff like that. But we wanted to have it up, running, and working, and on the market. You know, that was our main goal.
You had mentioned you have a patent on something for this. Can you explain a little bit more about that?
It's really just like the brand, the trademark, BitTrainer. Believe it or not, it's really hard to get something like that. We were actually surprised BitTrainer was available. Anything with the word bit, cryptocurrency is pretty much gone or costs thousands of dollars. So our design patent and things like that. So even if someone was to try and make something similar, they wouldn't be able to make it like ours because we have our design patent down. We have our codes and things like that. All that stuff is patented, our coding.
That's linking the APIs and stuff like that to produce what we're actually showing you in real time. So we couldn't be cloned.
Aren't there other sites that show exchange rates for other things? How is it?
Yeah, but we're talking about the trading section. We're not talking about, there's a global market feed that links directly to it. And the converter actually links to the global market feed as well. So whenever you put in numbers into the converter, it's live. But we're talking about all the back-end code and stuff like that for linking it and stuff like that. He said like the design patent and the way we created it and make it easy for customers, new customers, to get in and use it very simply. So there's not too much that you can do, so we've done as much as possible already.
You guys see that Facebook ads yesterday just banned all ads promoting any sort of cryptocurrencies?
Who uses Facebook anymore?
Facebook, 6
Who
million.
uses That's right, we have our own platform.
I mean, yeah, I don't understand why they would ban it. Did you, like, why?
I don't read it, I just saw it.
I mean, cryptocurrency is definitely the future. That's where things are going. There's tons of countries are introducing their own cryptocurrency right now. Some already have it. It's not going away. It's not going anywhere. We only got 6 minutes. I didn't want to get into the history of Bitcoin and the blockchain and all that stuff because I'm sure everybody wants to go for lunch. But it's not going away. It's just getting bigger. It is a real thing. So I don't know why Facebook would ban it. We are implementing it into our social media site. No reason not to.
We're live, by the way.
What's up?
I guess Kodak actually started there. I don't know if you heard that. Kodak, the camera company, they started their own cryptocurrency for photographers and stuff like that.
It's hard to keep up because everybody's doing it now. No, I didn't even know they did it.
Yeah,
I had no idea. More questions?
Any more questions?
So what can 1 million cups do for you?
You guys have done it all already. I mean, yeah, you guys
so
have done
much.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, we love 1 Million Cup.
Yeah.
When we launched our Hashtag platform, I mean, the metadata that we gained from 1 Million Cups was phenomenal. I mean, we've received over 1,000 registrations just based on 1 Million Cups metadata that the site produces. When we first introduced BitTrainer and we uploaded it to 1 Million Cup, it was already spreading the data across the internet. So 1 Million Cup is a very, very wonderful platform to launch your business at. And we're going to come back in a few months. We have some major things to talk about with Hashtag. We're getting introduced to Norfolk, and we need to thank Norfolk for having us and bringing us to Norfolk. And our company is going to be downtown Norfolk. We're planning on it. We've already spoken to a lot of the Norfolk people. Some of them are here today listening to our presentation. And we can't wait to get downtown to grow Norfolk's tech community. So thanks again for Norfolk. We appreciate it. Can we get a hand for Norfolk? Thank you. We're in Virginia Beach, but Norfolk is where we want to go.
We have a cup for you to get another 1,000,000 cups of coffee every Wednesday.
Keep that one.
Real quick addition, Hashtag is the most viewed video on our YouTube channel.
It
just
is,
to let you know.
it is the most viewed. Yeah, every day, there's about a 20% increase in our user growth. And we've got to upgrade our servers every single day. Norfolk, we went down to Norfolk, we talked to the Economic Development Board, and they can't wait to have us down there, and we can't wait to start growing Norfolk and the tech community down there and launching this stuff out there, because we feel we can really dominate in the space. Facebook is actually cutting back to where we are with their advertising, and they want to connect people more. So we're already there. We're just a new platform, a little cleaner, a little bit more elegant. And this is just a secondary product that we brought out to the market that we feel like people need. So, and people need to learn about cryptocurrency. So when it does grow, you'll have an understanding of it as you move forward. And we will be updating this and keeping all the news and information relevant. So you're not going to miss anything at all. If you stick with this, you'll have all the information you need. So we are a Hashtag company, and this is BitTrainer. Thank you guys.
Understand.